Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge i-support nothando enikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisupporte njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla.
AfriForum is going to lodge a criminal complaint against Cedric Nkabinde. Nkabinde yesterday blatantly lied under oath in his evidence to the Parliamentary Committee investigating the Mkhwanazi matter. The law is quite clear that giving false evidence before a Parliamentary Committee is punishable by up to 2 years imprisonment. Nkabinde, in his evidence, has shown throughout that he is unreliable. That he did again yesterday with the far-fetched allegations that AfriForum was part of a meeting that planned to get rid of General Paslane from his position as police commissioner. This is also a contradiction because we know a year earlier, General Paslane was already removed from his position. To expose this lie, AfriForum challenges Nkabinde to take a lie detector test. I will take that test with him and AfriForum will pay for it.
Sizathu esenza ukuthi AfriForum ithi izovula icala for Chief of Staff kaMinister wamaphoyisa okuCedric Nkabinde yilesi.
There was a meeting that took place at Mr. Paul O'Sullivan's house. This house was a former house of a well-known Rondoville creature, whereby Mr. Paul O'Sullivan was chairing this meeting. And among other people present in this meeting, it was Mr. McBride, Mr. Mandlagayese Mahlangu from IPID. He was with our task team, the late Mahlangu, Mr. Cedric Nkabinde, myself, Sarah Jane Trent. She was a Paul O'Sullivan assistant. A white lady called Candice from Crime Intelligence, Mr. Shedrack Sibia, the former Gauteng Hawks boss, 2 white males, representative from AfriForum and from DA, and a white lady as a journalist.
Enxa ukuthi ke uthe kwakukhona umlungu wayekhona lapha kwathiwa uyi-representative ye-AfriForum. Yingakho ke bethi bazovula icala against uCedric Nkabinde. Okwesibili bafuna athathe i-public lie detector test. Nabo futhi aba-AfriForum bazoyithatha njengoba umuzwa uKalikrili ethi naye uzoyithatha i-lie detector test public, and bona as AfriForum ibona bazoyikhokhela leyo lie detector test. Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi uphawulile ngalolu daba, kodwa ngaphambi bangifike uDr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, ekuqaleni kuyivideo yandulela le ngeke ngakuvezela ipost ebhalwe u-advocate uBusisiwe Mkhwebane ukuthi ngesikhathi public protector bayi-investigator lolu daba i-complaint yayilotshwe wuye uNkabinde mayelana noPaul O'Sullivan. Nansi le post ifundeka kanje: as public protector, we investigated the complaint lodged by Nkabinde about maladministration at IPID whilst McBride was the director. Paul O'Sullivan sent several threats through emails. He is a law unto himself, destroyed our law enforcement to have drug cartels and other crimes to thrive in SA. Uza prove a point la lento abhale ngayo earlier on. Ukhiphe nansi post eyabhalwa yi-Biz News. I-article le yangomhla ka-23 kuJulayi 2019. Isihloko sithi Paul O'Sullivan's on arrogant public protector. His investigation that scalped Kenyan Finn. Forensic for Justice founder Paul O'Sullivan boxing with embattled public protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane is rapidly turning into a no contest. Article esibili yabhalwa yi-The Citizen ngomhla ka-7 kuJuni 2019. Yaphuma ngo-6:10 ekuseni le article. Isihloko sithi Paulo Sullivan's apologize to Zuptoid Mkhwebane to avoid trouble. Shuthi igama isemethe lona noma basebemethe lona leli uMkhwebane. Lama articles advocate uBusisiwe Mkhwebane ukufake ngoba eprova ipoint lalokho kade kusho ngoPaulo Sullivan. Asicaphune uDr. Mbuyiseni Ndlovu siza ukuthi utheni yena.
Question that we must ask. Firstly, is O'Sullivan a naturalized citizen of South Africa since he was Irish? If he's under permanent residency as well? Maybe the country should look into this question, because the law of South Africa allows us to evoke naturalized citizens if they are a threat to national security. Or if they attained such a citizenship, naturalized or permanent residency, if they attained it on the basis that they are here to destabilize South Africa's political peace, or if they are working for foreign agents, security and intelligence agents or agencies. O'Sullivan must I think the political leadership in the country should look into this question. How does a person threaten witnesses in parliament? You do not take this country seriously. You must have so much arrogance that you have accrued to your name and to yourself, that you think you can threaten an entire parliament voted by the people of South Africa. Threatening Mkhwanazi. Now he's threatening witnesses in a parliament process. I think the Minister of Home Affairs, the President of the Republic, the political leadership, those members of parliament, my advice is, the law allows an evocation. You can revoke naturalized citizenship, particularly those people who are naturalized under apartheid, who are agents of foreign security and intelligence organizations here to destabilize the country. You can do that. He's a threat to national security, this chap. That's my suggestion. But ke nyakalo rhopela idamaniso.
Kodwa ke eqinisweni lilonke bekufanele ama-members of parliament kube khona iy'nyathelo azosithatha kule nto yenziwa uPaulo Sullivan ukuthi athreatenishe uNkabinde izolo. Ngale nje kokubambelela ngifisa ukukucaphunela inkulumo yakhe abenayo noShongwe. Shongwe lo we-MK Party uzwe ukuthi mayekhuluma naye utheni. Kuningi kakhulu akushilo nakhona. Yingakho ngingafuni ukuphawula ngakho okuqala, kodwa ngifisa uzwele wena. Cela uzwe la.
Baba Nkosi, siyaphila mphathi?
Siyaphila.
Siyaphila. Ungixolele iloya lengisithile phambi kwakho usuyongilunguza. Hayi ngizohlala la. Mhlawumbe usisangashifta kancane. Mfowethu ngicishe ngathi kuwe mawubuye nabazali. Ngifuna nje sekethi ukuxoxa ngoba hayi bengingakuzwa kahle iveke elidlule. Ngiyabona kubuye udla intelezi. Uyikhafulela. Uqinile namhlanje. Udlile. Asicale la mfaka baba. Ngicabanga ukuthi namhlanje ngifuna ukusho ukuthi ngiyambona ke mina umngwane kaMkhwanazi. Ngoba sidinga amadoda azokwazi ukuthi alimele iqiniso. In the position you were serving, kudingeka amadoda aqinile. Kodwa ke kumina ukaphuma ecaleni le-van, isakulindile i-van ngaphandle. Sekuyoba ukuthi ikhapha ukuthi uyovula icala noma ungene phakathi. Siyoxoxa lapho lo. Ngicela ufuna ukudlula la. Wenze kahle ke wathatha le offer yomsebenzi when you had a fight with McBride. Why I'm saying you did very well in taking that offer is this. The Form Z83 asks you then, somewhere down there, have you worked for SAPS? Were you ever fired at SAPS? And once you tick the yes, I've been fired, give you a space. Chair, young Pazamis, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, Chair. No, penalty, 5 minutes, Chair. More, 5 minutes more.
Proceed, Honorable Shong. I'm sorry.
need that 5
I
minutes.
apologize
That
very,
clear.
very profuse.
No, thank you. So I'm saying that document says where you fired at SAPS, and should you tick yes, it gives you a space where you must put reasons. You are not going to have those reasons because you had a contract or something that was signed, which is an agreement between you and McBride.
That's correct.
So I would applaud you for taking that offer. And I feel very, very sad. You know, when your phones were taken and Mr. Mkhunu's phones were taken, not so long after that, a gentleman who's also ahead in the IDEC got kidnapped and his phones were taken. What worries me is that the same Z33 you are applying IO to get to IDEC, right?
That's correct.
It said that Sisoko got fired twice in the subs, if I'm not wrong, or IDEC somewhere.
I paid.
IPID.
Yes.
How come, in your own knowledge, he got to be rehired on at that time?
By that time, McBride was on suspension when Mr. Sisoko got fired. And when McBride returned back to work after he won a constitutional court, then he brings them back.
So is that allowed in SAPS?
We don't know what processes he followed to bring them back. I was not privy to that information.
Do you happen to know why was he fired?
I know I can't recall.
Angibambele nawo umphako mfethu uye nayo ekhaya engakakhohlwa. One, ngicela mawufika makubuya amafoni wakho ungizamele ngayo yonke indlela ukuthi umthole labantu be-DA, AfriForum, especially lower media. Do you know who was that journalist?
I don't know the name.
You know the name?
I don't know the
You don't
name.
know. Okay, umphako oqala lo mphako wesibili nawo O'Sullivan wakubhalela i-email to whoever was supposed to hire you, right?
That's
And
correct.
you're not hired. I need that email. And who did it go to? Who was sent to that email?
The former national commissioner.
Who was that?
General Sitol.
Did he confirm that he got such an email?
Yeah, I was copied. He got it because he responded to Paul O'Sullivan.
How did he respond?
He said he acknowledged the message. He will keep him posted.
And do you think he did keep him posted?
Yeah, because I was never hired.
Okay. Do you assume you were never hired, or you know what you were never hired because of that email?
I know I was never hired because I had all documentation that I was recommended for the post.
Oh, okay. Okay. So please, ubambele lo mphako mfethu, I need that. Do you have any evidence, mphako wokugcina, do you have any evidence that O'Sullivan gets money from ngaphandle?
What I know is that he frequently to London, and then he comes this side with equipment of spying.
He bought them outside.
Yes,
Does he have any business with Paul O'Sullivan? Uyasebenza anyway. Does he have a salary? What?
I don't know. He calls himself forensic examiner or forensic investigator. He called himself like that.
Do you think that would make him a very rich person?
No,
Who McBride? Is it the same McBride who was, I'm not sure, fired a Kuruleni or something was happening? Is this the same McBride?
yeah, the same one was fired at Guruleni.
He's the friend with Paul O'Sullivan.
Yeah,
And why would you say that?
yeah, because while I was in IPID, they were very close together.
They're very close.
Yeah, I thought at the beginning Paul O'Sullivan is a complainant,
Hmm. But
but I realized that no, they are pushing a certain agenda here.
Unpet. Is this the agenda of getting McBride as the commissioner of SAPS?
That's correct.
Ngike ngasebenza ke mfowethu emaphoyiseni. Ngenkathi ngikhona, wayekhona lama rumors lawo. Ngikhumbula indaba kaPhahlane. Ijimiswe kakhulu nge-sound system. At some stage, General Phahlane, it was said he was in his office giving proof to whoever was there in that office of the payment of sound system. But at the same time, it happened with on the media, there were people with estate broadcasting the issue of this sound system, while on the other side, he was giving proof. Do you recall such a story?
I was there.
Which side were you, at his office or in the house?
I was at his office. We arranged the media to be that side. So that when we arrived, the media was waiting for us to capture us. Then when he produced the proof that he bought the sound system, we were so disappointed. Then we contacted McBride that no, we are having a problem here. This man is producing a proof. Then he said, no, just go, just so that we can do what we are doing for the media.
In that same time, I remember in one of his interviews or somewhere, or it was part of the story moving around SAPS, because I was in the college. It is said that Paul O'Sullivan entered that estate pretending to be working for SAPS.
That's what happened, pretending to work for IPID.
For IPID.
Yes.
Was there a case open for that?
Yes, that is a case that I said it's gathering dust.
How long ago?
When I left IPID, the docket was already there.
And
Maybe
how long ago have you
maybe-
left IPID?
2018.
Is this when you were fired or given an offer?
Yes. The dockets, but was already there.
Ngikhumbula something, when I say now I see umngani kaMkhwanazi, you are now showing me what you did what Mkhwanazi did. Bakushaya.
That's correct.
So usho ukuthi ekuthenini uphinde futhi uyenze lento wayenza bosovinjwe isisu mntaka baba ukuthi mhlamba akunakudla ekhaya.
No, under the circumstances, it's all about principle and the truth. I can be your friend, but I also be firm with the truth.
If you were to get a chance to speak to Ubaba Mkhwanazi, what would you say to him?
We're still gonna talk.
Mbungathini again.
No, we are still gonna talk about the whole of this thing because my assessment into all of this, and now we are having ad hoc committee and all. First of all, General Mkhwanazi is a person that what you see is what you get.
Okay.
And
Mhlamba ungizwa mntaka baba ubungathini kubaba Mkhwanazi. Uzokunika ithuba lembuzo yakho. Yabo lo wakho umbuzo uzubuzile wena. Asambe ngalo kwami mntaka baba. Uma ungabona baba Mkhwanazi ungathini ke?
about the whole issue.
Ungathi asilungise insizwa sebabangani silwempi noma ayifo ayishayane lethi induku ushayane.
Hayi namanje siyibona abangani.
Nisaxoxa.
Nobe singakaxoxi phela kusashisa.
Idube.
Kodwa namanje usawena ubungani noma sixabane ngalutho. Wadinwa nje ukuthi ngimrekhodile ngizozomchazela nje futhi mhlawumbe ulalele la uthi hayi ngangikurekhoda ngoba ungilethele imessage engingayithola.
Okay. Uyabona la
Kodwa kona ukuxabana sixabene.
Xabene.
Asixabene.
Phethe 3 amaphepha imibuzo yami yokuqala naye bengikufaka evenini ngale. Ngale ngifuna ukukulalela. So ngifuna ukuthi sicede sibuyele emuva. Senimshikishile kuphahlana. The next in line was supposed to be Umthiba to be National Commissioner. What happened with that? Did you guys anticipate ukuthi angangena?
Yes, then he was become a target.
Namenzani yena?
There were 2 cases opened against him.
Which cases were those?
Defeating ends of justice. That I remember. I think it was 2 defeating ends of justice.
Were they successful?
They wouldn't be successful because they were fake.
They were fake.
Yeah.
Okay, asidlule lapho. Kunomfo kaDladla uyamkhumbula wayeprotect uBaba Zuma. Kwakune story ukuthi ukhandelwa amacala. And then I think I remember ngalezo inkathi wonke umuntu eSAPS becabanga ukuthi uyena ozoba ugeneral. umsholozi wanishikisha wadlala idraft wafaka usithole. Nenzani ngumfoka Dladla?
uDladla, he was very close to the former president because he was responsible for presidential protection services. Then McBride identified him as a person who could speak to the former president and make it happen for him to be the national commissioner. And in doing so, they had to go and check and dig what they can find against Dladla, so that that will be used as leverage to Dladla.
And what did you find?
There was a case of he bought a house and he had a shortfall, and that shortfall was paid by a certain service provider.
Was that service provider Mr. Mantata?
Yes,
Mantata, Mantata, ne?
yes.
Mantata. So in that case nenzani angitholi kahle uchaza. Yavulwa leyo case kwathiwa.
Then he was called. This is the case we are having, but this is what, let us make a deal. This is what we want for McBride to become a national commissioner.
And was the
Then the
deal,
case will be not go forward.
was a deal made?
Yes.
Do you think he took that offer because he was guilty or what? Was this money clean? The money was this money clean or what?
No, we couldn't prove any corrupt activities in the transaction because there was a loan settlement, there was a loan agreement, and also we could not find if Dladla is involved in any supply chain or procurement services.
So it's also alleged we supply chain as well. There were allegations as well.
The allegation were that the service provider paid a shortfall who happens to fitting a blue light in the VIP cars. So now, because Dladla is a head of presidential protection services, and the cars under his environment were fitted by the very same person. So they were linking that as it could be a corrupt activities.
I once came across a newspaper, I think the article was down there, saying this Mantata won a case. Was it the very same case, Leniani Bill deal or something?
I think so.
But now you said today they are back in court on the same issue again.
No. This is a separate blue light. There is another blue light where Pashane is involved.
At the time I was working as SAPS, I think there were 3, if not 4 times of this blue light, because I was working at Benoni Mechanical, where we also fitted blue lights in that college. So his name was very well known. There's a company that fits blue lights, and the vehicle markings as well was done there as well. So I remember the standard didn't come once, it was in sections, right? So all these sections, do you suspect the people who are busy opening cases against Mantata were like looking for him?
No, I can't be sure because I don't have such evidence.
So what would be making ukuthi abuyele kangaka record ulo Mr. Mantata kangaka? Because he's rumored to be complaining about Sisoko.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I don't have merits of those cases. But if he is complaining, he need to have some ear to listen and investigate.
Okay. Asibuyele kokugcina la. Why did the NDPP, Mr. Sean Abrams, never agreed with Mr. McBride to bring any docket without evidence?
Yeah, because Sean Abrams will not allow to be part of capture.
So that's why he left.
Yes.
So Mawuti capture, or were you captured by McBride?
No, he cannot capture me because I'm working with him.
Okay. So were you part of him
Yes.
in terms of doing this wrong?
I was part of him until I realized that something is not right.
Ngiyakhumbula inkulumo ethi wena naxabaniswa icase McBride wayekunikeza isiqondiso sokuthi uyifuna ihambe kanje. Which case was that and what did you do? If iqiniso lelo. Yini yanixabanisa kahle hle?
Iwo wona lama case abophahlana no Mothiba. So those are those conduct that I could not take it once I realized that we are not pursuing crime here, we are just destroying people.
So which case specifically singayixoxa ukuthi kwenzeka kanje?
No, mainly it's gonna be Phahlane.
Phahlane.
Yeah.
So Phahlane, you saying nje uhleli lapho in your own word, Phahlane akenzanga lutho, waxoshela mahala.
Yeah, he produced even a proof, but we had to do that drama because that is a drama that suspended him.
Which drama was it?
The media.
Which drama in specific? Nothing. Is it the sound system one or
the sound system one? Is the sound system one? Even after he produced a proof, but we had to go to complete the mission.
I think, Chair, on record, can we ask you, Mr. Phahlane, ukuthi asondele sizoyiqoqa lento. I'm finding evidence la ukuthi no, I'm not finding evidence. I'm finding into eshoyo ukuthi ke kugangiwe in the state and people were destroyed by his team, Nabo McBride and the Sissokos, if it is alleged, Nabo O'Sullivan. But now I want to know something. The time O'Sullivan angene office in akhuluma nani phama meeting, you said there was this WhatsApp group. In that WhatsApp group, bekhona bani nobani.
No, it's McBride and the team.
And the team.
And the team, yes.
Paul was part of that.
Paul was always part
of that WhatsApp.
Yes.
Giving instruction or just listening?
Giving instruction.
Sesizoyivala le ndaba yami nawo manje. Ngine question nje oyishilo something oyishilo. Kondote, I was not there when a letter was written. But somewhere you say Upikoli had an input within lapho. What was Upikoli's input in that letter of disbanding PKTT?
I can't recall, but the minister said before you send the letter, get to Upikoli to proofread and check it. And then I remember there was few amendments that he made, which the minister agreed that I must send it with those amendments.
Angimkhumbuli lo Pikoli. Is it Vusi Pikoli? Is it the one ebekakhona ku Zuma Must Fall campaign ahamba lapha phambili, state capture something?
No, I don't think so. He was how I know him, he was a former DPP at one stage. Yes.
Very vocal.
Yes.
Okay. Mvuka baba, ngicabanga ukuthi abakwaNkabinde namhlanje uzamile ukuthi uhloniphe isibongo sabo. Ngabacelela ukuthi ekeni phambili ingathi mfethu ukwenza kwenu ngayicabanga izibongo zethu. Ukuthi kudinga ukuthi siprotecte futhi siyilwele. Ngoba yabona last week abanga ukuthi bowusindwa ilento eleziyami. Ubutatazela into engazwakala ube ngathi ukhuluma into engekho. But today mfethu ngicela uhambe ekhaya uqine. Yabona ngiyakwazi ukuthi ngubale nami nalamadoda engihamba nawo amathathu kanye nomkhwanasi. But asike sibuye siphinde sidibane. Sasa ngicela uyongivulela icase mfethu ngiyacela mina this one ngiyacela angu instruct ngiyacela. Ngikhathele lo Paul O'Sullivan wakho. Ngikhathele impela uyena. Sizokwazi ukuthi silungise country yethu. Ngiyabonga. Thank you Chair.
Thank you so much, Chief Whip.
Yabona makuthiwa kuningi kwasho siyabonga Mpungose. Hayi wayisho lento kuningi ngempela. Yabona la emhlabeni ayikho into efihliwe ngeke izivele. Ubani owayazi ukuthi liyofika isikhathi la kuyokhulunywa khona lezi ndaba. Ukube futhi kwayanje ngokucabanga kwethu njengoba sasimsola upresident wethu our Lord and Savior uCyril Ramaphosa uma ethi ukuzoba khona commission of inquiry. Sasimsola kufanele ngoba esikhathini esedlule abekhona ama-commission kodwa ayene-agenda, ikakhulukazi nje izondo commission beyine-agenda. Yabona kunevideo engiyibonile ka-Lucky Montana ethi uyacela ukuthi basaphine uPaul Sullivan, kodwa ngenxa yokuthi i-agenda yezondo commission ne-mandate yakhona yayibheke ekuthenini ifuna kuliwe no-former president uJacob Zuma, azangakwenze lokho. Kodwa lana sibona ngathi kuhamba kahle ngapha kwiMadlanga commission nangapha kwi-ad hoc committee. So uma njengobuzwa nje ukuthi akuyena uGeneral Phahlane kuphela, nalenye indoda ade kukhulunywa ngayo la nayo yavalelwe ekhoneni, kwakhulunywa nayo kwathiwa uma nje uke wafuna ukuba National Commissioner uzokubona kwakhweza ikati emthini. Ayikho futhi into engayenza, funeka ivume. Abantu ngendlela abanonya ngayo, uma ngase kwenzeke ungawalaleli lama demands wabo, ungashona ushiye ingane zakho. Ungashona nje ingane zakho salezi izintandane. So kwesinye isikhathi kuhle ukuvuma. Angibambe le video, ngicela ukuze ukuphawula kwakho la comment section.